You're listening to RIAcast, a podcast of the Southwest Florida Real Estate Investment Association. RIAcast brings together a variety of real estate entrepreneurs from all over the world to share tips and ideas. The core purpose of the Southwest Florida RIA is to help members become more profitable and successful through networking, education, and empowerment. Here are your hosts, Jeff Tamarello and Michael Lyons.
Well, why do you think it's a good investment in a bad economy?
So typically you have issues with people financially in bad economies, right? Where they need to move and people aren't usually moving up. And so there's things that people are not interested in getting rid of, but can't afford the bigger home to keep. So they will spend $150 a month, $200 a month for a small box to put their important goods in. That they think they're just going to keep in there for a short term, but end up keeping them in there for a very long time. And it's like an extension of your home. So when you're downsizing, it's important. It's also good for businesses in down economies too, because businesses are even shrinking their spaces, and there's certain things that they just can't get rid of. For example, you've got contractors that have large flex units and things like that, warehouse space, that when they start to lean up, they're going to look for smaller units that they can keep the bare essentials and reduce their lease costs and space.
I bought some fishing poles from a guy the other day off Facebook Marketplace that he was working out of a big storage unit.
Yeah.
And he said a lot of the storage places don't want them to do any business from there, but that one was a kind of a mom and pop shop. I'll have to get you the address. It's a mom and pop shop, definitely.
Yeah, perfect.
But it was kind of cool. I mean, he was running a full business out of a little storage place, making money. Just basically, right. It's a retail arbitrage kind of play.
Yeah, we don't typically allow businesses to operate out of them because in order to do that, you should have a business license and have the county come out and inspect. And most self-storage facilities aren't zoned for that type of use, but we don't stop businesses from storing their goods. And if they come and pick up what they need in the morning and then they leave, that's fine. It's when they start running a business out of there, we've seen car maintenance businesses. We've seen paint shops, artists shop. I mean, you name it. We've seen people living in them. I mean, it's cost effective. So people push the envelope. We maybe if we got time, I'll tell you a little story, but we even had a concert promoter found a unique way to use a self-storage facility.
Let's hear it now. Now you got me interested.
All right. So get a call from our attorney on one of our buildings, and he says, "Hey, we got a letter from the county code enforcement saying that you don't have a license to basically host a concert or a large event at your building." And I said, "Well, we're not hosting a concert at our building. Where are you getting this?" And he said, "Well, here, I'll forward it over to you." I look at it, and come to find out that a young guy in that town decided that it was a cost-effective venue to host. He had a large unit, kind of like what we're talking about, that maybe a business would use, and he would basically open up the overhead door and put a stage, sound system, and late at night would host a concert. Local hip hop artists
really
were there, and it was really well put on. And we found out, a little bit more details just by Googling around. And this wasn't the first time that he did it at our building. He had done it once before, and this was a Christmas event that he was putting on. So working with the management company and the local sheriff's department, they did a sting operation. This kid was selling tickets online, pre-selling tickets online to the event at our building. It was pretty impressive. He had flyers out. He had it on multiple websites. And of course they busted him the night of the event. But it was creative.
I would have been there to try and recruit him.
I know. I was pissed I didn't get a VIP invite,
Yeah.